A live look at Piscataway, New Jersey in Shai Stadium. EA Sports College Football ready to roll in Week 3. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Hollywood with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with Rutgers head coach before the game. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. And the Scarlet Knights headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Scarlet Knights ready to kick it away first. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. On the run, it's Cobb. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They'll line up for a second down play. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense lining up for a first down play. The run inside. It's Cobb.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give to the tailback. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. Hunting the first down marker on the read to the left. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on first down. Now sliding to his left. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He's going for a big play downfield and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Makes the grab at the 10. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And he's dragged down.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Might be calling a hot route. On third down, he drops to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. Intercepted! Oh, what a play! Bringing it back. Inside the 10. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. They've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. On the option. He'll toss it. They stop him right there. They tried to convert with the run, and the defense was up for the challenge. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking for room. It's Raymond. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30. It's 3rd and short. Looks as if he's going to run it. There's a little room there. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good 3rd down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Keep it on the ground. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And the Scarlet Knights kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Using his legs, it's Raymond. Fights off the defender.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
Really nice timing on that throw by the quarterback. Took his steps, he hitched, he got rid of it quickly on a line, put it on his guy running straight down the field, and he's able to catch it in the end zone.
And the extra point was good. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Brown wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
And as a quarterback, that's what you want to do on these deep go route type throws. You want to put a lot of air under it so your guy can turn around, locate it, and then make the catch.
Yeah, and that's so hard to stop. I mean, I'm running full speed down the field with a guy that's this fast, and I don't know where the ball is and when it's coming out, and trying to make a play on it is extremely difficult.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Here's a give to Washington. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not opening up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out fast. Still running at the 40. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
On defense, man, you've got to tackle the catch against this guy. He has way too much speed. One of the fastest players in all of college football. If you even give him an inch, if you let him get a few steps, he is gone. And you saw that game-breaking speed on that last catch there. Let's be interesting now to see if this defense mixes up their coverages a little bit more. But no question, they have got to tackle better on the back end.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Brown will throw it. And that one's incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the option and try to do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Auburn!
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be stopped. Return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Return. Ready, go. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Sure hands, it's Carter. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. At the 45 on his way. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Setting up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Auburn calls it 2nd of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. Can't get him to the ground. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
By the receiver. Tackle on the play at the 31-yard line. First down.
After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. He goes right back to the air. He's got it. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the point after is good. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seat. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Ooh, offense really lucky there. Ball on the ground. Everybody's trying to make a scramble for it, and it just goes out of bounds. So the offense lucky to maintain possession.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. Rutgers takes its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. The Scarlet Knights can really attack on this 2nd and short. Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Looking for a big play. Snags it down the right side. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a 1st down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Fellows, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the UConn Huskies taking on the Maryland Terrapins. And it's Connecticut coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Here comes the Rutgers offense onto the field. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the 1st drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They've played really well in this 1st half.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Throws for the tight end. That's caught. It's Allen. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Sweep. Return. Ready, go.
To the air on second down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it.
There's a crease. Smashes ahead. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown. State University of New Jersey. They take the lead here in the second half. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Brown will throw it. That's caught. It's Johnson. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
I know he's got the height and the weight of a tight end, but, man, the way he runs routes and how good he is with the ball in his hands, it just reminds you of a wide receiver. He's so athletic. This is a guy that has a basketball background in high school, and you see it pan out. Every time he has the football, he just looks like the best athlete on the field.
Makes the catch, and he's free. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Looking downfield on first down. He tries to take the top off. Intercepted to stop the threat. Got room on the return. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Tight end now in motion. Running inside. It's Raymond. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. On the move. Finding some room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He slings it deep to the left. Makes a deep grab. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Making side adjustments here. Using his feet. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Brown wants to pass. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Trying to make magic with his feet. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to...
Lofts one deep down the right side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Coming into this game, man, the focal point was on the running back, right? We've got to stop the running back. Talking to these coaches, they've got to be physical. One guy, two guy, three guys have to get there. Man, they've done an unbelievable job being physical, getting him on the ground, and really shutting a great player down so far this game.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On third down, here's Washington. There's some room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, it is Rutgers on top here at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Brown will throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Now on the move. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The Tigers are back on top.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll try to get the 2 and make it a 3-point game late.
Ready? Kill.
Quarterback will keep it. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. On the move from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the 4th quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100-yard milestone that all running backs covet.
Off the play fake. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Such a tough spot to be in on defense because you're trailing. You're expecting the offense to run the football. They just did it on the last play, and then on a critical 3rd down, they go play action, and they throw it over your head. You got to feel for this defense.
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Hey, check it. Ready, go.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block, that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like, it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires on the move. Snagged in the middle. It's Allen. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Oh, and that's just like a penalty. They get in the backfield and knock him down for a loss of 5.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He wants to change this route. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So frustrating to have a false start in this area of the field, but still second and goal. Back to pass. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
Man, I love the decision-making right there. Like, drop back to pass, look for your shots. You don't see it, tuck it, get positive yards, makes the next down even easier. That is a great heads-up early down play for this QB.
Nickelback on the field, looking pass as they try to keep this a one-possession game in the fourth. This is a designed run. Tried to get there by himself, but he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They already have the lead, but they will go for the knockout punch here in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Ready. Chip. Booster.
Wants to adjust the pattern.
Go.
He wants to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And the offense goes for the knockout punch. They wanted to get the first down, run out this clock, take the dub. Now their defense is going to have to come out and step up big for them and make sure they don't give up any points.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. From his end zone, a lot of room to throw downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
That is just what this offense needed, man. A big play down the field, trying to score a touchdown, trying to take the lead late in this football game, but now they don't have to go super fast. They don't have to rush. Great play by this offense.
Brown wants to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you know the defense felt freaked out on that one. Here in the fourth quarter, and you're lined up against one of the fastest players in all of college football, and they're taking a shot up top. You just hold on tight and hope for the best, and that time they were able to force an incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running inside, it's Cobb. Breaks the tackle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
Brown will throw it. Escapes the pressure to his right. Inside the 30. There he goes. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Calls his own number. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. The Tigers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. He's looking to pass. Pocket breaking down. Breaks loose. Touchdown, Auburn. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense punctuates another drive. And how about the momentum? Palmer, they've got it all. The offense, the defense, playing together. They're on fire right now.
Yeah, I'm really impressed, David, with the resilience of this offense because not everything was going their way earlier in this game, but they kept their head down. They kept chopping wood. They found a rhythm. And in this 4th quarter, David, they've been unstoppable.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's taking a deep shot. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He wants a big play here late. The ball hits the ground, and this thing is over. An absolutely heartbreaking loss. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day,